Hello everyone, it is the 8 Dwarfs, and today we're going to be talking about the best free things to do at Disney. Now, these are going to have a variety of different things, and we're going to talk shortly about each. We would also like you to note that one of our favorite things to do, we're going to cover briefly, but we will most definitely make another podcast and video about it sometime soon. So, with that started, let's jump right into it. One of our favorite free things to do at Disney, and you can do this even if you're not staying at Disney, is to resort hop. You can go around the property and just look at different resorts. Now this is a lot of fun. You can go and check out the food, the decor. If they have places like Wilderness Lodge has the geyser, which is a lot of fun to look at. Also extensive rocking trails. And then Animal Kingdom Lodge has the amazing safari you can go look at for absolutely free. Resort hopping is a great thing to do whether you're staying on property or not, or even if you're just a resident in Orlando and want to check it out. It is something we always make sure to do when we're at Disney, going to different areas each time. Our personal favorites to look around is Wilderness Lodge. It is wonderful, absolutely beautiful. We love Animal Kingdom Lodge because of the extensive theming as well as the animals. And then for the more value or modest resorts, we are huge fans of walking around Port Orleans Riverside and French Quarters. Both of them are so much fun. And we also love Art of Animation, especially when you can go and check out the arcades, which obviously aren't free, but they are a cheap thing to do while you're resort hopping. Our next thing we have is the Disney Boardwalk. The Disney Boardwalk is based near the Epcot Resort area. It includes the Boardwalk Inn, but it also goes a path around to the Dolphin and Swan, as well as the Beach and Yacht Club. Now this is a great thing you can do along with your resort hopping. You can go and check out the boardwalk and then go and check out the resorts. The boardwalk has a series of shops as well as a boat that you can ride around the lake there for free. Now, if you walk over to the Swan and Dolphin resorts, you can also enjoy the hammocks by the beaches, or you can go over to the Yacht and Beach Club and enjoy the beaches there. There's so many things to do there, so much fun, great photo opportunities, and of course, great shops. Now, of course, if you're looking for something free to do, you may not want to pop into the shops, but at least you'll get a nice sunny walk out of it. So, our next favorite thing to do for free is the monorail, Skyliner, and boat rides around. So, the monorails connect the main Magic Kingdom resorts, including the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian, but there are also other monorail lines. They are absolutely free to get on, though you may need to pay for parking if you are driving to one of the other resorts, or you can take one of the Disney's free transportation systems. So, you go, get on the monorail, ride around, look at stuff, you can even get off, again, join it in with resort hopping, and it is so much fun. It's great for little kids too, and it's just a little bit of entertainment to add to your day. You can also do the new Disney Skyliner, which is based around, you can do it at Caribbean Beach, or you can do it at Pop Century Art of Animation. There's a few other stops along the way which are fun to check out, and it gives you just a different view of Disney. As I mentioned about the boardwalk, you can actually take free boat rides around the lake there. You get on, it'll go to one of the other resorts, but you can just stay on and go back and forth. It's so much fun. There's also great ways to utilize transportations if you're staying at a resort to get to the parks. Now, our next thing is to walk the Seven Seas Lagoon. This is that body of water outside of Magic Kingdom with those three main Magic Kingdom resorts around it. It has one long connected trail, and you can simply circle it. It's a nice hike, it's a lot of fun, and again, works well if you want to check out the different resorts or beachfronts. Next, we have a small tip away as free things you can actually get from the parks or souvenirs. So, if you're inside the parks or you're doing character dining, it is completely free to get autographs and take pictures with different characters. Though at this time, character meet and greets are not their typical style, they are still fun to do. You can also get free buttons and maps from almost anywhere in Disney, including our next mention, Disney Springs. Now, Disney Springs, or Downtown Disney, or as we usually call it, Disney Village, has a collection of shops, restaurants, and entertainment. There are small, almost entertainment and shopping district for Disney. It is a lot of fun to walk around. You can go to the Disney themed shops, so World of Disney. They have a Christmas shop. You can go and watch them actually make artwork there at one of the artistic shops, which is a lot of fun. They also have a huge pin trading stand. We'll get to pin trading in a moment. Now, we love Disney Village or Disney Springs. It's one of the things we never miss whenever we're down there. Something else to notice is that they've been expanding it. Now it includes stuff like the NBA experience, a whole bunch of other more licensed shops, so things that Disney doesn't own. Alex and Ani, that's really the only one I ever noticed because it's the only one I go into. But they're so much fun. Walking, extensive theming in some of the shops, and of course, amazing food. I would highly recommend, if you want a more upscale meal, to go to Paddlefish Inc. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on names. We also adore the pineapple upside down cake from Erin McKenna's. You can get Dole Whip by World of Disney at one of the kiosks. They have some amazing food trucks. Everything there is absolutely delicious. Chicken Guys, of course, Guy Fieri's restaurant has amazing unbreaded chicken finger-like things. So, since we're on Disney Springs, and I could talk for hours about Disney Springs, guys, we will mention pin trading. Now, of course, you have to pay to buy pins, but then you can take the Disney custom pins and trade them with any cast member absolutely free. If you're trading with a cast member, it will be a 1-for-1 trade. So one pin, you give them one pin, you take one pin, and they cannot deny your trade. Now, something to note is that you can only trade 2 pins with each cast member, and some of them may have different rules or ideas they could go in. Someone may be really looking for Marvel pins, and though they won't stop you from trading non-Marvel pins, they may ask you specifically for those. Someone else may be asking you to do trivia questions to see special pins of theirs. All this is fun. Don't stress about it. Just go look at them. They're beautiful pins. So our final thing is to utilize hotel amenities. So this can work in with our first point of resort hopping. Now, something to note is that things such as the pools and other certain activities may only be for a resort guest. And you need to keep that in mind. So if you are a resort guest, definitely utilize the pools and different activities they offer to you there. If you have the time, of course. But if you're not a resort guest, you can still sometimes utilize some of the different amenities. They often have games or movies which they don't check you in for screening. So Wilderness Lodge, you can actually go and just watch a movie under the stars. You also can go to different trivia some days or s'mores making. Of course, Orleans French Quarters has jazz music they play. There's entertainment at certain resorts. So if you're doing resort hopping anyway, it's definitely good to check out, when you're in the resorts, what activities are happening that day and what you can join in on. That's all today for the 8 Dwarfs. I hope you enjoyed learning about some of the free things you can do around Disney, and we hope you have a magical day, everyone.